Hey, what's up, Danny?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Good to see you.
Yes, sir. Nice to see you too.
Hey, how we feeling, man? You're coming into your 41st fight of your career in a 17-year span of professional fighting for you.
Man, I was just talking about that the other day in the gym. Somebody was like, "How many fights you got?" I got like 40. They said, "You going to see your 41st fight?" And it's crazy because I haven't even been that active like in the last few years. If I was active, I might have 50 fights. So, but I feel great. I feel great. Everything's coming together. Everything's about timing, and the time is now.
Is it as easy as it was before preparing for a fight, Danny?
No, it's never easy. It's never easy. If it was easy, everyone could do it. But mentally, I've been here so many times, so I would say mentally I could kind of control. I know how to take the bad days. I know how to take the good days. I'm just going with the emotions.
We all get older. So, like, how has that changed, like, your approach to training, to recovering, and all that, the older you've gotten over the years?
Yes, I'm still training very hard. I wouldn't say I'm not training any less. I'm definitely putting in that work. Yeah, the recovery is different. You gotta take your ice baths now. You gotta make sure you do your stretches. You gotta make sure you're taking the right, foods and proteins and getting the right sleep because it does matter at this age. So you just gotta have the right formula, and you should be fine.
You got to stretch a little longer? Like, do you feel like a little more like tight in certain areas?
Oh yeah, you gotta get 20-minute stretches now. Before I go in the gym, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm done. Now I gotta do like a real warm up.
It sucks, huh?
No, I mean, no, suck it. Actually, it's cool. I should have been doing that.
Yeah. Just in general, yeah. It takes. I remember I asked Bivol that question, because Bivol's in his mid 30s. I asked him, like, hey, he actually said something to me about like working out. And I'm like, dude, it takes me like 20 minutes to like, so I don't get hurt. And he's like, 20 minutes? I do a routine for 45 minutes before I go to my boxing stuff. And I was like, geez, wow, man. He's like, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Like, getting
you
getting
gotta be
older
slow.
does have its preventative maintenance.
You definitely have to stretch. I'll tell you that much.
That is for sure. September 14th, you're going up against Erislandy Lara in a fight that a lot of people say it's the most interesting fight on the card because they see it as the most competitive, the most intriguing, given his style and your style. How do you see it,
Right.
Danny? How do you see this challenge? Like, do you see yourself as the favorite or the underdog in this?
I'm always in my mind. I'm always the favorite. I can't speak for other people. I know for me in my mindset that I'm always going in there. I'm the better man, and that's why I wanted this fight because I believe I can beat him. I've been watching Lara over the last couple of years. Um, he been knocking some people out, but they ain't Danny Garcia. I watched the Sullivan fight. I was there live, and I said, you know what? I have a shot at beating this guy. So I feel real confident. I'm pretty sure he's confident. And like you said, stylistically, this is why this fight is so interesting because he's the boxer. I'm more to come forward, but I could box too if I wanted to. It just people don't know what they expect, so you just gotta tune in.
Yeah, because like a part of like a fan looking at this matchup stylistically, a part of them would think like, oh, Laura's gonna try to box and just be, real cute with, how he boxes. But if you've been following Laura, uh, I think it's a safe observation to say that his legs aren't what they used to be before, and that he's exchanging a lot more now, and he's become a fighter that looks a little bit more vulnerable than like maybe back in the Canelo days when he had his Canelo fight.
Definitely, he definitely has a lot of experience. So I think right now with the fighters he's been fighting, he's able to outsmart them and basically just sit in the pocket, set some traps and catch these guys with some knockout punches. He's been looking strong. He's definitely not as mobile as he used to be, but he does like to sit down now. So you got to kind of be, you got to kind of be smart. You don't want to get hit with that left hand. But we're preparing for everything. We're doing everything we got to do to make sure that we're ready for him.
Has there been anything new, anything incorporated? Seeing that you had the Spence fight, and then you had some time off, and then you had the Benavides fight, and then you had some time off. Like, was there anything like new you incorporated?
Well, I'm going up in weight, so I only fought one time at 154. So this fight is at 157. It's 3 pounds up. Um, we just more strength, more conditioning, sparring bigger guys. So we're definitely making the adjustments we have to do to make sure we get this victory and be prepared.
How's dealing with that bigger punch?
No, it's definitely. I want to say they're stronger, but you physically, you got to hit them. Usually I mean, I stopped 2 guys already body shots in the gym. So usually I'm dropping people with headshots. So I think my body shots got stronger as I went up in weight. So they're feeling my power too. They're feeling my power too. So a lot of people think I'm the smaller guy coming up. Yeah, I am, but I always been very physically strong.
Yeah, you've always had that one hitter quitter power. How's the no look left hook?
The hook is still there. The hook is still there, but we working on everything. The jab, the right hand, the hooks, the body shots, the uppercuts, everything.
The last time you were on a Canelo card, you got probably the signature win of your career. You went in and you took care of Lucas Matisse. Um, Big moment for your career. Now again, you find yourself on another Canelo card. Like, are you feeling that same type of energy? I know this is like a big goal of yours to be a champion at 160 pounds. Like, do you feel like that same type of energy coming into this? Like, oh, it's nostalgia. Like, it's gonna happen again. I'm gonna have another big moment.
Yeah, definitely. Just going back. Vegas has always been good to me. I beat Amir Khan in Vegas. I beat Matisse, Brandon Rios, all good wins. So Vegas always gives you that feeling like it's gonna be a special night. It's like a special night in boxing, and it's like it's the it's where all the biggest fights in the world happen is in Vegas. So definitely gives you that extra feeling, that extra edge, that extra motivation. Like something's in the atmosphere, so you got to be on point.
Do you have extra motivation coming into this, knowing that this is a huge goal of yours?
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited. I remember when I got the call, I was so happy. I felt like I haven't been that happy in a long time. But I definitely feel good. Feel motivated. I feel happy. I haven't missed one day of training. I've been in the gym every single day since I got this phone call. So definitely putting that work in.
Is this like for you? Like, is this a different fight, or do you categorize it like, hey, it's just another day at the office, it's just another fight, or is it like, I don't know, I don't want to say like pressure, but like, are you looking at like at it differently?
Not really. I don't really try to psych myself out like that. I just try to keep my composure and just look at it like another day, because that's all it is. It's just another day in the ring.
When you look at this, Danny, what would a win over Lara at this point mean for you?
I mean everything. To be a three division world champion, that'll mean it's history for me. I feel like I already accomplished so much, and right now I feel like I'm just giving the fans extra. So for me to win this fight, it just be everything.
I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they said, hey, if Danny wins this title, for sure Hall of Fame. And I told them I think he's already in there because of what he did at 140 pounds. Do you see yourself in that boat, that your accomplishments has
For
already
sure.
gotten
I
you?
mean, if you look at what I've done, not too many people did what I did. I First of all, I won my first 2 world title fights. I wasn't even supposed to be there. I was a replacement for Morales. He was supposed to fight Matisse, and then Amir Khan was supposed to fight Peterson. So I won 2 of my world titles. I wasn't built up to be here, So I forced myself in this situation. I beat the odds, So I unified 140. I went up to 147, won the championship, fought the best, and that's what boxing's all about: fighting the best, winning championships, and selling out arenas. And I've done that multiple times at the Barclays Center. I definitely did a lot for the sport in the last 10 years of boxing. I've definitely been one of the faces of boxing when it comes to numbers and everything. So as far as Hall of Fame status, I feel like if I was to retire already, I would be in there.
Regardless, if you win, regardless of the result, will this be your last fight, you feel, or no?
You know, every fight's my last fight at this point in my career. That's how I look at it. I'm never looking past anything, you know. But winning this fight and walking off as a world champion, that definitely does sound good. But I wouldn't say it is in my last fight, but I'm approaching every fight like it's my last.
Yeah, it would be like a great send off, that's for sure. Like a walk in the sunset. You accomplish that goal. Has it come across your mind like, hey, if I win this title, I'm thinking maybe I might say this, and yeah, you know what? That'd be a good moment to just thank you, fans. Like that's it. I'm done. Mission
Yeah, I
accomplished.
thought about it. I'm not gonna lie, I did think about it a few times. Like, you know what? That'd be a hell of a way to walk away from the sport. And that's how every fighter should walk away as a champion, you know, or trying to be great. You know, if that last fight is a risk taker or you're just trying to be great, you really can't be mad at it. You know, that's what every great champion should try to be is chase greatness at the end of his career.
If it's not your life, say you win the title and you decide, you know what, I missed this stuff too much. I still, got enough to go. What is missing from the career of Danny Garcia? Like, is there anything else in particular that you always wonder, like, you know what, I would have loved to have done this or that?
Not really. I feel like I put in so much work, you know, like just me thinking about me as a kid, you know, to now, it's like I put in so much work in this game, you know. So for me to say I left anything out, I would be lying to myself. You know, I feel like I've done a lot.
Yeah, man, you've it's been fun covering you, Danny. Like randomly, I started watching some of like the old weigh-ins you had it, and when you were mentioning like, hey, no one give me a shot about against this guy. I was a late replacement with the Mir. I remember the Mir Khan that no one gave you a chance in hell, and then that was
Right.
compounded in the Matisse fight as well. Like no one was
Yeah.
giving you a shot, and yeah, you're right, man. You have beat the odds because I remember those three fights specifically, like what people were saying
I'm not even
coming into
supposed to
it.
be here right now. You gotta understand. I'm not even supposed to be here right now. I'm still here. You know how much people I outlasted in the game who were so called better than me, and I'm still here 12 years later, fighting for another title. How is that not legendary? How is that not Hall of Fame status?
Man, do you ever sit back and just smile and like think why?
Nah, you know why? Because one thing I learned about this industry or any industry, it's the luck of the draw. Some people get the luck where people love them. Some people get the luck where people hate them. Some people get the luck where you're overlooked. Some people get the luck where you're underrated and you could be the best fighter in the world, but for some reason people just don't look at you like that, you know? And it's just how the game works, you know? You know, I found my lane. I'm here because I believed in myself when nobody else didn't. And that's why I'm still here fighting for championships 12 years later. It's because the only people who believed was me and Angel. And that's why we're here right now.
Speaking of your dad, he's doing better now, right?
Yeah, he's doing great. Holding the midst of me. Pops is doing great. He's feeling good, you know, and he's excited. He's more
What?
happier than me.
Oh yeah, why?
Yeah. Pops loves boxing more than me. You know that. He's passionate about this. Like
Yeah.
this is what he loves. I love it too, but he loves it more than me.
What has he told you about this fight?
He said, Danny, just go in there and be yourself. You know, be Danny Garcia. You know, don't let this guy take nothing from you. You know, you've been here plenty of times. It's not new to you. Just go in there and be yourself. Have fun.
And I know your dad is very opinionated. What's his opinion of how you're gonna win this fight?
He just wants me to go in there and be smart. You know, fight my fight, be smart. Just listen to him, basically, and just take those. Make sure I'm listening to my listening to him, my corner, and I'm doing everything necessary to make adjustments to win.
Mm. Yeah. What do you think it would mean for him? Like if you were to get this goal, like have you guys talked about that?
Ah, to him, he's gonna be happy. He just wants to see me be a world champion again.
Yeah.
You know, like when I was in a small layoff, he would ask me, "You ain't coming back, are you?" Like he just like pushing my buttons. Like he wants me to say, "Yeah, I'm gonna come back." You know, so he will always ask me, "You ain't coming back. You ain't coming back to fight, Danny. I know you ain't. I know you're not." And I'm like, "I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. It's not my fault, you know." And we are here now. So he's happy. We get a chance to make history, and that's pretty much it.
I have a sneaky suspicion that it's going to be a real emotional night if you are able to accomplish this and sharing that with you and your family and your dad. And now being that you're a father of three as well.
Oh man, it just be another epic moment of my life. This is like a storybook. You can't make this up in a movie. So yeah, it would definitely be a great night.
Curious,
Yes.
me knowing your dad, he's a softie at heart. How is Danny Garcia as a father now, given your experience with Angel being your father? Do you have similar parenting styles?
Nah, I'm a lot more lenient than him. Like when I was a kid, he didn't let shit slide. Like he didn't let me hang around girls. He didn't let me hang around my friends. He didn't let me like do nothing. He was very strict. I'm the complete opposite. Like my kids walk all over me. I mean, cause I had two girls, so it was hard for me to like. But now as Philly's getting older, she's 9, so I tell her no, no, like I'm always disciplining her, and she's like, Dad, I want you to be like when I was young. You were nice. You always said. So now I'm just kind of putting my foot down a little bit, learn how to put my foot down, and she's not liking that.
And your baby boy, you think if he wants to do boxing, you'll support him, or do you not want them to do that?
No, for sure. I definitely, if he wants to fight, I'll let him fight. There's no more better way to get disciplined, than boxing. Boxing teaches you how to be disciplined in and out the ring. And that's one thing I could say about boxing is it makes you a better person. Like definitely shows you discipline.
Oh, good stuff, Danny. Hey, man, it's always great chatting with you. It's always great catching up with you. Side note, are you in a Tesla truck right now?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm in a Tesla truck. Yeah, the Cyber truck.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
How is that?
I mean, at first I was like electric car. That's weak. But I'm not gonna lie, it's one of my favorite cars right now. You can watch. When I stop and charge, I can watch fights. I could do some studying. I could study Lara. um, I love it, man. I love it. I mean, this it's a generator. If your house goes out of electricity, you can use it as a generator.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you could just everything is like electric. Like you could talk to it. You say, open the glove box. Opens the glove box. Open the trunk. I love it.
I've heard the electric cars are a lot faster than the regular cars. Have you taken that Tesla truck up to like a high speed?
Yeah. I mean, you could be doing like 85, 90. You don't even feel it because there's no gears. So basically, it's just like it just takes off. I saw a video of the Cybertruck. It beat like a Hellcat. It just goes. Definitely quick.
What's the quickest you've taken it so far?
I probably did like 85. I'm not a fast driver, but
Okay.
sometimes I might get in my zone. I was thinking about something. I'm just going. I'm like, oh, let me slow down. But I'm a safe driver. I don't buy cars because of the speed.
Yeah. Does it handle well? Does it drive well? Like I've never like known someone that has a truck
Yeah.
yet.
So the steering wheel is tiny.
Yeah.
It's like this big, and then basically all four wheels turn. So the back turns like and the front turns, they all turn together. So you can make like a 90-degree turn. Like how you drive through a drive-through and it's hard to get through sometimes because
Yeah.
on this truck, you just turn it and the whole thing just turns.
Oh, wow. Did you
Yeah.
is it silver or did you put wrap on it
I
or
wrap I wrapped it. I wrapped it half silver. Well, it comes like aluminum color,
yeah.
but I wrapped it silver and then I put like my logo on the front and then I put the bottom black. So all my cars are silver and black. Like I wrapped them
Mm.
all silver and black so they match.
Okay, okay. That's pretty cool, man. You gonna
Yeah.
take it out to the fight?
Nah, I ain't doing that. That's too damn far. That's all the way in Vegas. I'll be getting driver or chauffeured around at that point.
Well, good stuff, Danny. Hey, on a final note, man, like I said, you've had a long and storied career. You've achieved a lot. What would you want to say to those fans to remind them about you, your fight, but more importantly, of who you are coming into this?
I'm just thanks for all my fans who believed in me since day one. DAG, don't stop grinding. That's what we represent. Represent the underdog. And me being an underdog for 12 years shows you that the underdog can be on top. So I appreciate everybody. And just make sure you tune in September 14th as we chase history.
That is Danny Garcia making his return to the ring September 14th against Erislandy Lara in his attempt to be a third division weight champion, going for that middleweight title. Danny, man, as always, great chatting with you. Great spending time with you. Send my regards to your dad, Angel, as well. And I can't wait to see you guys in Vegas. Thank you, man.
Sure. Thank you, bro.